coast of origin style thing. We've got Jasper and Tim from the sunny coast, and Mitch Curtin is the he's an active member of the club. I don't think he holds a position on the committee. He may or may not, but he's you see him a lot behind the scenes. Mitch, he's always here setting up all the comps and getting behind the sport, as well as organising. As we see Timmy Oliver opens up his account with a couple of quick reverses there. So he's decided to open up the account for this, the semi-final heat 1 of the Queensland titles here at the beautiful Duranbah Beach, brought to us by Convict Bodyboarding, Inverted. Surfing Queensland has got behind it, and Absolute Streaming has done a great job bringing us the live stream today. So welcome everybody who's coming in live to watch the finals. Stevie Mayer and Lloyd Llewellyn here doing the commentary.
Yep, if you are just joining in, we are coming up to the finals part of the day here, which is the exciting times. So who gets crowned Queensland champion in all divisions and in the pro division. So we have the surfer up in red there, Lloyd.
Oh wow!
And
that's Mitch
Curtin, the roll and the forward.
Yeah, I saw Mitch out here yesterday. The waves were a touch bigger yesterday, but I've seen him out here yesterday getting a bit of practice in, and he was getting a couple of good warm-up waves for the competition today, and he's got a good opening wave there.
Nice, definitely a good little wave, and have some scores dropping in now.
Yeah,
Mitchie with a 5.5, Timmy with a 2.63 and a 1.33, and Jasper currently in third with a 1.53. So only early days yet, still 17 minutes to go.
Yeah.
So
it's sort of what you call your bread and butter end of the competition. You sort of go for the good stuff if you can get it, but you sometimes try and get a few bread and butter moves on the board, and that's sort of cements your start of the heat. If you come at it in the front like Mitchie's just taken the lead now, you sort of become the benchmark of the heat. And Mitchie's come out with a 5.5, so he's kind of the benchmark of the heat, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Mid-range, they judge it out of 10 points, so it's always good to come out of the blocks and sort of start the lead, but 20-minute heats here today. There's a lot that can go on in 20 minutes.
That's for sure. Yes. I think the boy crew's going to be running 25-minute finals. I'm not sure on that one, but we'll have to ask Silas. But yeah, definitely that extra 5 minutes gives you a bit of breathing space, so to speak, Lloydie.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we generally run 15 minutes for our club comps, but they're a bit of a tighter day because you get a lot of we get a lot of people going in the club comps, so we have to run a tight show there. But when we get down to the Queensland titles, it's always good to get that extra 5 minutes, or even, as you said, for the finals to get a 25-minute heat. You can sit there and choose your waves. Whereas, the shorter the heat, the more of a flurry you get into, and you just want to kind of grab anything that comes your way sometimes if you've got 4 of you out there.
Absolutely. It's, yes, so you definitely have to scramble a lot more. My days of scrambling are done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather sit out and wait for the good ones, but,
yeah,
getting a bit older in the tooth these days, Lordy, but still surfing good. And
I know the feeling, mate.
Love being out there, so it's awesome.
It's always a bit harder to get up in winter as well and get out in the pumping waves, and if they're not pumping, this sort of the older you get, the better you need the conditions sometimes. But
that's for sure. Here we go, surfer in yellow.
Yep.
It's Tim Oliver.
He's done a quick combination of spins there. But yeah, the tide must be sort of, is it mid tide, high tide? I've sort of
It's
lost
going
track.
high now,
High
mate.
tide was
So
around 3 o'clock, and the low tide was about 9 o'clock this morning. So what's the time now? So we're going into high tide now for an hour.
Yeah, another hour to a high tide. It was yeah, we had clean offshore waves this morning, and we've got a bit of a higher tide for the guys here, so it always makes it a bit, you know, unless you've got a bigger swell, it's always a bit of a harder wave to ride when you've got, you know, smaller waves and you know, not the nice crisp offshore winds that we had this morning. But these guys are definitely showing people how it's done in these waves.
absolutely.
It's the Open's semi-final heat 1, so we've got Timmy Oliver's managed to scratch his way up into first place. He's actually winning by 0.23. Mitch Curtin needs a 0.24 to move up into first place, so a tight one there. And we've got Jasper also from the sunny coast. He needs a 3.9 to advance, and he needs a 4.21 to move up, as we see Mitchy Curtin there getting a quick manoeuvre in. But as I said, it's got a bit testing for these guys in the semi-final heat 1, but
Yeah, it definitely has, and as that tide's filled in, it's definitely changed the strategy, so to speak, maybe,
Yeah.
Lloydie. So when you are going to go surf this spot. So yeah, we're tuning into the 2023 Queensland State Bodyboard titles. I'm joined today by my good friend Lloyd Llewellyn, and we'd like to thank Convict Bodyboarding and Inverted, and a big shout out also to the Gold Coast Bodyboard Club. Sealis does a great event down here, and our good friends at Stacked Up who are making the judging a little bit easier.
oh, as we see Jasper there, he's decided to get off the blocks and chuck a couple of nice little rollos in there. And we see the other fellow sunny coaster there, Timmy Oliver, also getting a little wave in there. But Jasper, he got a nice little left-hander there.
Yeah, he
Did
definitely
some-
got the jump there, I think.
Yeah, he got a couple of tight little combo rollos in there. Rollos, El Rollos. It's been a have to be one of the most used move, I reckon, in competitive bodyboarding. I reckon a lot of you know, you go to a lot of contests around the world and Australia, and I reckon that's one of the, you know, the spinners and the rolls. You know, and it's good to see it when it's done like that, where you get a nice little pocket, and then Jasper just managed to find a nice little bowly little section out there.
Jasper's just dropped in a 6.43 for that last one we were just talking about,
Yeah.
Lottie. So, you know, he only needs a 1.88 to jump up into first. So
Yeah.
that's a walk in the park right there.
It is.
And Timmy back down into third, the surfer in yellow. He now requires a 4.87, Lloyd, to move into advancing spot.
Yeah, as I just mentioned, you know, it's all about pocket manoeuvres in the, you know, most critical part of the wave. And if you can get you know, D-bar's gone a little bit high tide-ish and a little bit, I suppose you call it fluffy on top, so to speak. So you can find yourself a little pocket like Jasper is found, you know, and do some, you know, pocket surfing like that. That's obviously what the judges are looking for.
Absolutely, mate. So we're coming on down to 10-minute mark here in the halfway point of the men's open semi-final, number 1.
Yep.
And so yeah, still 10 minutes remaining, still plenty of time. And as we look now, we've got the surfer in yellow, Tim Oliver, the nice forward into a reverse. but currently just coming off the back there. But
Yeah,
nonetheless, he'll get back out there pretty quick and reset.
yeah, he's looking for. He's got a 3.1 and a 2.67, so he's looking to throw one of those scores away. Generally, you'd sort of aim to get better than your first one, so your lower scoring wave can drop off the end, so to speak, and you can hopefully climb the ladder. So at this 10-point mark, you're looking at, what did I do on my best scoring wave? What did I do on my second scoring wave? And you're looking to sort of knock off your second scoring wave, as we see a bit of action in the water there.
It's Mitch Curtin, isn't it? So
Yeah.
he's surfer in red, and unfortunately come off the back there, but nonetheless 2 forwards are starting to surfer in yellow again. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like much is going on there.
As we saw in the previous heat there. Oh, yeah, that's Jasper trying to throw everything into that.
Yes.
He needs a 1.88 to move up into first place, but he was going for the big one on that one. He wasn't going to hold back.
That's for sure. That's what you got to do at this time of the contest, is bring out your big moves, and hopefully you can stick them and move yourself into the finals on the podium.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. As we mentioned earlier on, you can enter a contest for a week, a weekend, a day. You get to the semi-finals, as we see Mitch screaming across that one. He dug the rail pretty hard, but unfortunately didn't continue on. But as we were saying, you get to these semi-finals and you just want a place on that podium. It's like you've got the podium, you can feel the podium, you can almost touch the podium, but you've got to get there.
I know. I think over the years of my competing in that, I've got to the podium a fair few times, and then I don't sort of, I'm not thinking about taking the first out, and I've had, maybe that's been my downfall for Lloydie.
Yeah.
I've got to the final, I'm good to go, and then you just, you said, but it takes a better man to sort of nut yourself out, and that was a nice little reverse there from the surfer in white.
Yeah, that's young Jasper. He was looking for to better a 1.5, as we see. That's Timmy Oliver as well. So Timmy's looking, he's got a 3.1 and a 2.73, so he's looking to better them. Jasper had a 6.4 and a 1.53, so he's looking to better that. And Mitch Curtin's on a 5.5 and a 3.8, but we'll see what the judges throw at those last 2 waves, because it was a pretty good combination of waves that we just saw go down.
Another memory filled with relics of regret. You'll always have my heart, she said. It always seems much longer when it's not in your head. And I know you're looking into his eyes, but you still cross my thoughts from time to time. Cause my memory is hazy, but you're so clear.
Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Since you shut my eyes on to see it, I never knew where I was going. I went where the water was flowing. I know I've been on a long time. I'm back and I want what is mine.
And All right.
Yes.
So we're back from the ad break. It's always good to, for those viewers at home, to put a bit of an ad break on and, you know, give the sponsors a bit of a plug as we see the rider in white there, Jasper Bowtel. He's up in first place now after that last sort of combination of waves that went down, but we see Mitch Curtin now throwing down the gauntlet. He wants to go into the final as, you know, nothing better than winning your semi-final and going into the final as first place.
That's for sure. Yeah, another beautiful day down here, Lloydie. Excuse me, for the 2023 state titles at my beloved D-Bar Beach.
Yeah, as we see Mitch Curtin there, he's managed to find one all the way through. So yeah, I had a bit of a slip of the tongue there because I got so excited about seeing him come all the way through to the beach. I was going to call him the king of the semis, but Jasper's still in the lead. We'll see what the judges throw at that one, but he's just got a 3.8 for that one. So,
yeah, so currently at the moment, Lloydie, with 3 minutes on the clock, we've got Jasper out in front with a 6.43 and a 3.97. And now we've got the surfer in red, Mitch Curtin, with a 5.5 and a 4.5. He requires a 4.91 to move into first. And then we've got the surfer in yellow, Tim Oliver. He's on a 4.23 and a 3.57. Timmy still needs a 5.78 to move into the advancing spot.
yeah, so this is with just over 2 minutes on the clock. We see Jasper going to town on this one. Just a quick in and out there as he hoping to hold on to that first place here at the moment. He's put himself in a good position, Jasper, to progress through to the finals and get onto the podium. Top four sort of stand on the podium, but you know, you do one step at a time. You get through the semis, and the next thing is you got your eye on the first place.
Absolutely.
It's not over till it's over, as everyone says.
So yeah, now in the pro division today, we've got some good cash to give out. I think it's 1,500 in the pro division for first.
Oh wow!
So
That's a good day at the office.
isn't it? So I mean, you know, that'd be great to take home, wouldn't it?
Oh mate,
Proudly given like a big shout out there to Chris and the crew from Convict. So you know,
yeah, it's good.
drawn in all the big names, and that's what it's all about. And what a great aspect to have the pro division this year in the Queensland titles, Lordy.
Oh yeah, it's always good to see the pro guys come out. It's good to see the sponsors get behind bodyboarding in Queensland again.
Oh, absolutely.
As we see a bit of action in the water there in the dying moments. It looks like Mitchy Curtin there, who's currently in second place. He's got a 5.5 and a 4.5. Jasper Bowtel still out in front there. 6.43 and a 4, and Timmy Oliver with about 30 seconds on the clock needs to pull a 5.78 or a 6.21 to get through this one. So if he wants that number one spot to go through to the final, he needs to pull a 6.21 out. If he just wants to progress through, he needs to get a 5.78. But as we see the ocean come alive, Timmy unfortunately missed that one.